revolution will not be televised. The revolution will not be televised.
What is in your life's blueprint?
What's up, everybody? So this Karmelo Anthony case continues to get weirder and weirder by the day. Judge Roach has released a 2-minute version of a video, and then someone released a 15-minute version of a video. Then the whole 30-minute version of the Karmelo Anthony stabbing Austin Metcalf incident that happened on April 2nd, 2025 got released. Then they started pointing out the time codes. Remember when I was actually covering the whole case and listening to people who was taking notes inside the court? They themselves stated that they seen different time codes jumping in and out of the video. There was a so-called video expert that testified about the shading of, the video. Why is it grainy? Why is there a version that people are saying is clear? Ladies and gentlemen, I have the crystal clear version of the first 15 minutes. Now, the full 30-minute video was released, but it has been taken down from so many pages. I actually grabbed it, and I'm working on it right now to release it in my Discord. So make sure you guys that are watching this video, click the Discord link below so that you can actually see the full 30-minute video. Now, go to my Discord for that. And there are some things that will shock you. However, I'm going to show you what is out in the public right now, because they are snatching pages. They are trying, they realize that they made a mistake by releasing this information, and we're here for it. Now, before I get into this 15-minute video, I want to say that people have actually been sending me information about like what happened as far as what was first reported. So this is a screenshot of someone by the name of Cynthia Carpenter saying that's what Fox 4 reported as ambulance was leaving the track field. The two boys and Hunter said that Karmelo picked up the tool they used to put their tents up, and after his brother Austin punched him in the face. Fox 4 hurry up and took that local live breaking news story down, and we in Dallas folks have not seen that video no more. That's what the two boys said, and Hunter was crying and said, I stand by my brother, even if what he did was wrong, yada, yada. They can't take that away from us. Dallas residents, we haven't forgotten. So hopefully someone actually recorded that, because again, people are speaking out and losing jobs, losing channels. People are pointing at manipulated timestamps and losing channels. So let's go ahead and look at this 15-minute clear version of this video that is coming from all the way on the other side of the field. Now, I have an issue with this video because, number one, as soon as you look at the timestamp, you will see that it says 4/2/2025 at 9:46 a.m. Okay, the way these kids went into court and testified to make it look like Karmelo Anthony was the aggressor. They act like he just came there, sat down for a couple of seconds, and then stabbed Austin Metcalf, which would make that to be a total of 15 minutes prior to the start of this video. So again, I'm looking for timestamps jumping. I'm looking for manipulation. And most importantly, why are we looking at a camera that's way on the opposite side of the field? Like, if you guys see the grid, you would know that this stadium has about 30 different cameras. But what the public is met with and what the court of law was met with was this camera footage all the way from the other side of the field, which tells a different story. Okay, these white supremacists are in complete control over these cameras and what was put out, opposed to Karmelo Anthony and his defenses. But let's get into this. There's no sound to it, obviously. Let's go ahead and do this. I don't know what security camera actually moves with the footage in real time. This right here, when I see a camera moving with footage and and creeping on in. I see that like an editing effect, right? So if you guys use any editing tools, it doesn't take a pro to go into a video and say start here, and then if this video is such and such amount of time, then it's supposed to end right here on this. And it's kind of like a zoom effect that the naked eye really can't meet. But if you know how to edit, then you would know that this camera is not moving. This footage is moving based upon editing. Yeah, this is an editing trick. And then you see when the footage got to a place and then it stopped, that was a cut. That was a cut. And then when they cut some right there, it started over again. And then the moving effect started maneuvering again. Mind you, these are big, large cameras. This camera is cutting in of this master footage that we see right here. Okay, this right here is just zooming in over here, which is done via editing. You could take the whole footage and zoom in, or you can just crop it and then go to start editing it. So there's a lot of editing going on in this video. Somebody said, looked like the roads are wet, weather was bad, like they said. Yes, indeed. So again, this video is edited and moving, maneuvering. And okay, it's about the pause. I paused it, but it's about the pause and then continue again. This tells me that there was a cut, a time jump. And it seems to me like they're focusing on this subject right here, walking across the field, as if that's Karmelo Anthony. Right. Yeah. And I'm gonna get the court transcripts to figure out who these people were that testified and show who they are. And I'm pretty sure they're cleaning up their social media pages and shit before we the people can get to it. Now, what's so crazy is, even though this is the master footage, okay, this is 1 minute and 19. Even though this is the master footage, like, they want us to believe that somehow, some way, shape, or form, this camera is crooked to the point to where it actually cut off part of the 50-yard line field and is not showing what's happening on the other side of the tent. Because we're worried about and looking at when Karmelo arrived, but what about when Hunter and Austin arrived? That's happening on the other side of the tent. So right now we're just getting a one-sided story and they're painting it. Remember, even actors must remember, your job is to act. It's not to tell the story. That's the editor's job. Okay, this is why they got cut. This is why they got different angles. The editor can do this shit. So again, this is not authentic footage. This is not properly authenticated at all. This is heavily edited and it needs to be put out there. There should have been motions filed, motions to compel the full video of this. You don't get to edit something and use it as the author. You can, here's the actual file, and then I'm gonna edit it to prove my position. Now you have the actual master file. You can then go in there and edit it to prove your position. So this is not even credible evidence because there's no master file. It's all manipulated. And the police like to do that too, especially when it's involving black people, get you jammed up, tell a lie on you, put you in court. I actually went through something like this too. And then when they gave up footage, it showed the truth, that there was nothing. Oh, let's go back up here. Okay, so Karmelo is coming over. Looked like he went straight to the tent because, you know, he knew Eddie The same one, he's played basketball with his family, got a second degree relationship because Karmelo's with this bad chick that Eddie pretty much probably was jealous of. So Karmelo go. He's right there. He's in the tent. And it looks like he's in the tent for not entirely sure how long, but matter of fact, I'm gonna zoom in. That's the beautiful thing about me having this. I can actually zoom in. And even when I zoom in, it don't get no grainier. Matter of fact, let me do this again. Zoom in some more. And it gets very grainy from this moment forward. Like, I mean, it was getting grainy from the first cut when they zoomed all the way in by the goal post. And pause. Let me show you how edited this material is. Let me show you how edited this material is. I found it. You guys see these bodies moving? This is heavily edited. Oh my gosh. Hold on one second. You'll see like these shadows and shit, like right up, like you'll see right here, you will see shadows moving. Those are people that have been blurred out and edited out right there. You can't even make their body out. That's how edited this footage is. So I would never accept no evidence like this. They done took people out and made them invisible. It's like we looking at the Kanika Jenkins footage all over again. That's what level this shit is on. Like, we caught you. And look at all the hold on. Where did those bodies go? Oh, there's some more blurry people. Those are just blurs. Just straight blurs. I see something happening right here. But it's so edited. It's ridiculous. Why would you release this footage? Like, look, hold on. Look at the invisible people. Man, hold on. I gotta do this. Like, are y'all seeing what I'm seeing? Like, dead ass. Oh, we gotta go back to about right there. All right. I hope and I pray you guys are seeing exactly what I'm seeing. There are invisible people walking around because this footage is so edited. It's beyond the scope of just pixelation and you can't make out who is who. It's heavily edited. Like, why would you release this? Look at these invisible people. Look, there's somebody invisible walking. Hello. We done seen about 10 invisible people. Again, ladies and gentlemen, this is like the Kanika Jenkins footage. Let me go back a little bit. Okay, there it is. There it is. Okay. All right. You guys, right here is an invisible person walking. Do you see that invisible person? Do you see that invisible person? That's not pixelation. That's not, you know, that's somebody invisible walking and blurring into the rest of this blurry shit, bro. Like, who you think you playing with? Cause we can zoom in too. Like, you got invisible people walking around and you want us to believe that ain't nothing happened underneath this tent. That should not be questioned. This video alone is grounds for, this is not credible evidence. There are invisible people. Look, invisible people right there, even at the edge of it. This is why they cut it the way that they cut it. There's somebody right here on the opposite side of this fence that's looking in and engaging, but this person is invisible. Now pay attention. Oh, let me go back a little bit. All right. Look at that invisible person right there outside the fence. Who is that? Come on, man. You cannot play with me. Who is this outside the fence moving? And y'all got this cut right there when that person is moving. Done blurred him out to where this person up here ain't even got a leg. Come on. Come on, man. Who y'all playing with? Y'all really, Judge Roach, you really gonna release some footage like this, bro? You really gonna stand beside this and say that you're retiring in 6 months and act like we dumb out here? Bro, we see invisible people. Look at these invisible people walking right there. Somebody, boop, boop, boop. Somebody walking out here. Somebody's up there. Now this person is halfway invisible, halfway chipped up, looking like a roach off of Men in Black that was at the bar drinking and smoking a cigarette. Who, like, come on. There's somebody walking with an umbrella. That's just totally blurred. This has nothing to do with pixelation in itself. This has everything to do with heavy editing and a pixelation on top of it to hide all of this evidence. This person ain't even got no top body. Come on, man. Who y'all think y'all playing with? Man, get out of here. So we can't even make him out. We can't make nothing out back there, bro. Come on, man. Judge Roach, why would you release this? And think we dumb. Ain't nobody dumb but you, Neanderthal. Right. We see plenty Caspers in the picture. They got this boy locked up on account of some evidence like this, yo. If I would have went to that court case and I seen this, I would have called this shit out from the jump. It don't take no rocket science to see these invisible people. People walking with no backs. People, like, what is that? The umbrella blanked out. That person has an umbrella. You can see this print of it. That's it. Because it's raining. And they didn't want y'all to know it was raining. And that's why he was underneath the tent. They wanted to, remember they were testifying saying it wasn't raining. Why people got umbrellas, bro? Why the ground wet? Like, yo, you can't make none of these people out. The fuck out of here. I wish somebody would play some evidence like this on me. Is you cool? Bro, we're not buying this. This is not beyond a reasonable doubt. Then y'all gonna take this man's statement and say, I did it. The fuck? And use that against him, topple with this right here, man. That's some bullshit. This is a systemic injustice. Look, this person got on a yellow what? Can't even make him out nothing but the yellow. Just sat right there. This is tampered. Okay, hold on. I'm gonna pause it. Okay, we 611. How I go from this all the way to that, bro? Invisible. Ain't nobody invisible here. Matter of fact, this footage right here is further back. This footage is further back, and we can clearly see these people. We can clearly see the yellow. We can see all of that before y'all started cutting into it and hiding people and shit. Bro, y'all, who y'all playing with, man? Y'all really think niggas is dumb these days, bro? Nah, we not dumb, bro. We not. We know technology too. So what Indian man that you done hired to botch this shit up? And if I'm not mistaken, Mike Howard actually questioned the person who presented this video and asked him why the tent was darker and why Karmelo was highlighted. Look, there's an invisible person right there that went underneath the tent. Did y'all see that? Hold on, man. Come on. Why y'all hiding bodies, bro? Yo, okay, look, dead in the middle of the tent. You go see somebody pull up and sit right there. But that person gone, though. Oh, hold on. Let me go back a little bit more. Right there. Boop, boop, boop. Now you're going to sit right there in front of the person with the yellow. But he gone, though, and the yellow is blurred out. Like, come on, man. And then this person right here blurred out. And then when this person passed this other person, they blurred out. That one, the head blurs out even more. Man, get out of here. Y'all done sent this man to prison for 35 years and gonna release this shit, bro. Judge Roach, your legacy is going down. I know you had a lot of pressure on you from the police and shit like that. We gonna treat you like you the new age Hugo Black. All that bullshit he did to black men in the Supreme Court before he got up out of there. Just like you, Judge Roach. Hugo Black went from Alabama lynching niggas and all that from the Senate all the way to the Supreme Court. You just made it as a judge. The only person that you can talk to and had to get permission from Ken Paxton to release this shit. Nigga, what kind of judge actually released evidence in a case that's still ongoing? You just violated the canons. You trying to control public opinion like we dumb. Look at them invisible people right there. Come on, man. Why them people invisible? God damn, man. We see invisible people. Again, Kanika Jenkins footage 2.0. So look at that. There's a whole scuffle. Wait. There's a whole fucking scuffle that has been heavily redacted and edited just like these invisible bodies. I'm going to zoom in further. Okay, we ain't gonna do this, man. Y'all playing with people intelligence. That shit don't work on none but them J-Ho people. That y'all had to edit this shit right here. Y'all want us to believe. All right, is that okay? Yeah, that's good enough right there. See, we got technology too. It's a whole scuffle. It's about 10 people, bro. It's a whole scuffle. Do y'all not see that? But because, again, whoever this is sitting in front of the person with yellow, remember there was an invisible person that came up, and every time somebody passed that person, they get more invisible too, right? That person stood up and was back there with all this shit. There's a whole scuffle, and I'm willing to bet you that even in that scuffle, the time was manipulated as well as the footage. Look, bro, look at this invisible person walking. Bro, there's a whole scuffle and time jumps and shit, bro. Look at this. And then he get up there and run. Come on, man. Come on, man. Come on. Please stop playing with all the intelligence. They ganged up on this dude. We see that shit. Now, I'm not saying that. First of all, this is a typical situation. You the op team and we got a track meet and you saying we garbage and we know you good. You the captain of the football team. And didn't the coach say that Austin had a bad season and he sucked? This is in April. So football season just got over and Karmelo was the captain of his football team. And Austin had a bad season. Of course he mad. Of course he don't want Karmelo around. They know they can't fuck with Sentimental. And you under these people tent by yourself. So, of course, they gonna gang bang on you, nigga. Like, is you that slow? So, I don't know why they want us to believe that Austin and Hunt is this sweet boy and didn't do nothing wrong. And, like, this is typical shit. It just got escalated. Fuck you mean, nigga? If you on the op team and you come in my tent, man, you finna get dunked on, too. Fuck wrong with you? You up in New York City? And the Knicks, the one, like somebody finna get beat up. That's how sports are. So the simple fact that they wanted to act like that was not the actual situation that led to this stabbing was baffling to me. But look at that. Look at all these invisible people. Look at all these people, bro. And now look, see how you see the yellow? And then when you see somebody walk in front of it, it disappear. Like they disappear and that yellow disappear. And then this person with the yellow get up. They all, man, come on. And then somebody right there running. That's Eddie right there with the backpack on. Because didn't Eddie say he ran after him? He said he was going to unalive him. Eddie ran, right? So tell me why Eddie right here with the backpack filming the shit. But he said he didn't film it. That's Eddie right there. That's Eddie right there with the backpack. He see what's going on. Hold on, let me make it clear. Okay. There's a scuffle. Man, you see, that's a big ass scuffle, bro. Is you cool? That's a big scuffle. And they go Eddie right there trying to jump the gate. Remember they testified in court where Eddie said that he wanted to get him. He was finna jump over the gate. They all instigated that shit, bro. Karmelo the fucking fool for being over there. Like, why is you on the op side, bro? And they mad, y'all in y'all senior year. These motherfuckers don't know what they gonna do. Jeff Metcalf can go live and talk all this shit like how good of a player Austin was and he wanted to go to college. That was his senior year. His coach got on the stand and said he sucked in his senior year. He wasn't going to no motherfucking college to play no football. Look at that, bro. Come on, man. And y'all cannot play on my top like that, bro. Get out of here. Go play with your mama. Don't play with me. Don't play with my intelligence. And see, that's why they don't want no black people on the jury stand, not even if it's a white case. Cause see, you know, and I ain't trying to say nothing, but let me tell you something. We critical thinkers. Ain't no fucking way in hell I'm gonna say beyond a reasonable doubt that this man didn't defend himself over some grainy footage. Now him testifying in his own case, he got the right to not to. I wouldn't have played with my life like that, first of all, if I knew I was innocent and exercised my right and stood my own motherfucking ground. I'm not gonna do that. So this is when Karmelo ran over to the coaches and told them what's happening, and they walked him back over. But I know one thing, everything that happened underneath that tent was heavily edited. It was edited. It was redacted. They hiding time codes. They jumping all over the place. This more, somebody said this is more than race. Bro, if we got these people editing footage and erasing whole bodies out of shit and sending that to court, bro, don't that make you think about the Kanika Jenkins footage? How we seen them invisible bodies holding her when they made it look like she was walking by herself, bro. They did the same shit to this footage, bro. Gave this the Kanika Jenkins treatment. Yeah, it was the racist bully and they black friends that was probably running trains on them outside the locker room. They weren't hanging out with them. You don't see Hunter and Austin with nobody black unless it's playing sports or whatever demon time they on. Austin Metcalf is white people George Floyd. You know, allegedly an autopsy came out, said he died of a Molly and Fetty Wap overdose. And the stab wound was secondary, allegedly. And if this statement is true, look, he's on the ground. Let's go back. I also got a 911 call. I want you guys to hear. I'm gonna listen to this 911 call before we get back to showing you guys that this footage was goddamn edited. I even posted a 911 call, man. I post stuff, they take it down, bro. They taking some of my stuff down. They don't want the truth to come out. Okay, I got the 911 call right here. I posted it. Let's go ahead and play it before they take this down too.
Frisco 911, what is the location of the emergency?
Hi, we're at Kuykendall Stadium. My friend just got stabbed.
Okay, do you know who stabbed him?
We have no clue. He was sitting in our tent, but you need to send an ambulance right now.
They're on the way, okay? Give me a description of the person that stabbed him.
He was wearing a gray Essentials hoodie. He was black. He's standing out on the track right now.
He's standing on the track?
Yeah.
Okay.
His blue sweatpants on and John.
Okay, and what did he stab your friend with?
I don't know. My friend's bleeding everywhere.
Okay. Where was he stabbed at?
The chest.
Okay. And do you still see the person that stabbed him, or did he leave?
It was Austin. Austin got stabbed in the chest. I'm sorry, what did you say?
The person that stabbed him, is he still there? Do you still see him?
There's adults on him, I think. Yeah.
There's adults that are trying to keep him there?
Know who he is. Sorry, what?
The person that stabbed your friend, is he still there?
Yeah, he's still here.
Okay, and
He's with the coach.
There's a coach with him?
Yes, he's with. People got him.
Okay. Do you know if he still has the weapon on him?
No clue, but he's like he can't do nothing. He's done.
What do you mean?
He stabbed Austin Metcalf in the chest. What?
What do you mean he can't do anything? What's going on with him?
Coaches have him. He can't hurt anyone.
Okay, when you say they have him, are they physically holding him down?
No, they're just holding him, walking around.
Okay.
Okay.
Look, you heard what this person said? He was under our tent. Austin tried to make a move. Huh? Did they not play this 911 tape in court?
Walking around.
Okay.
Okay.
He was under, okay. He was under our tent. Austin tried to make him move.
Okay. What's your name? What's your last name?
Yes, ma'am.
What's your last name? And do you see any of the responders there yet?
We hear the sirens, but
Okay.
the coach just sent us out. We're all walking to our buses.
Okay. So you're going to get on a bus right now?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. And the rest of the students are walking towards the buses?
Yeah, everyone's being evacuated out the stadium.
Okay.
Thank you so much for being quick.
Okay. Just follow whatever directions you're being provided by either the officers or by your coaches, okay?
All right, now y'all, before I go right back to this video of Karmelo Anthony, I want to take them down memory lane, okay? Chicago CBS, they released this footage of Karnika Jenkins going into the freezer. Even the CBS footage that they released, you will see
now at 6,
pixelation
kitchen during what are
all over the place. And they try to say she was just walking by herself, bro. Okay, this one she was sober, but all of this, like how she moving. And we was looking at the shadows on the floor, on the wall. We was looking at all of that, bro. It led people down a dark tunnel. And it was discovered, hey, there's shadows all over the place. Who are these people? Like there's pixelation. You know, so we seen that with Karnika Jenkins, people hooped and hollered. Ain't nobody really, do nothing about it. Dead ass. And so when we looking at this footage of what happened between Austin Metcalf and Karmelo Anthony, we begin to see a lot of manipulation. a lot of manipulation. And for Judge Roach and them to release this, like, y'all really trying to start a race war or start some issues? Because, like, it ain't about black people being on the jury because we can't think impartial and can't hang a brother. It's because we got questions. Beyond the reasonable doubt means that this is clear and convincing evidence. This is not clear, nor is it convincing. Nobody's disputing whether or not Karmelo stabbed him. What we're disputing is self-defense theory. Okay? And if this is the best piece of evidence that you have with a bunch of kids who's on stand admitting that they lied, getting caught up in the hypocrisy, if this is the best you got, you just padded the record with a whole bunch of horse shit to fit your narrative. You got invisible people underneath the tent. Look at this. Y'all see them two invisible people, one with a backpack and then one skinnier. And watch when they pass this yellow. Oh, invisible. You see that distortion every time they pass the yellow, the person wearing yellow, and then it turned white too. Because when you editing footage, there's certain color grades that it works on and that'll show up. And that'll show up blank. It's almost like, you know, you on green screen and you do chroma key. So a yellow or a green gonna always disappear. A yellow or a green key is gonna always disappear when you're using chroma key. Everything green, everything yellow, it is gonna turn invisible. I notice I got a green screen. And when I put my green screen up, I can put whatever background I want in here because everything that's chrome key is gonna take over that color, that green, that yellow, and it's gonna disappear. So when you got human bodies disappearing on top of a color, a chroma key color, this is another way to show that there's some type of editing going on. This is why I keep focusing on that color yellow or the greenish. See, every time it even turns a completely different color, the yellow do, whenever somebody walk past. And to sit up there and say the only part of this that's edited is Karmelo with a highlight bead. Nah, man, look at these people invisible. Look, you see how every time they pass the yellow, it gets invisible? And they invisible too? So if you got a solid human being that's not edited passing a chroma key color, why they turn it invisible? If this shit ain't edited and you ain't erased nobody out of this video. Man, listen, man, y'all better go play with somebody else, bitch. We ain't our ancestors. We just talk like this and act like this, motherfucker. And I'm gonna fuck up a dictionary any chance I feel like it because it's funny. But yeah, we see this. Look at all them people right there, man. Get up out of here. There go Eddie, look at it. Like he gonna jump over here. He already mad because Karmelo fucking the girl that he want. And she's still holding him down. I want to know how long that's gonna happen. You know, because the wheels of justice is slow. We can go up in arms about Karmelo Anthony right now, real quick. But listen, even if you commit a crime and did this shit and go to court and say, I did it, I just want to be over and done with this, you still got a process to go through. And with them releasing this footage that's heavily manipulated and we the people standing up, if something happened to that boy, it's gonna cause so much havoc. Like, y'all are really pushing it. Y'all are fucking pushing it with this edited ass footage. Now, I broke the news on this being edited. Watch everybody else run with it because I'm the GOAT. Yeah, I'm the GOAT. See this? Look at these people missing. Come on, man. And then another thing they try to hide is somebody's out here on the field in front of the tent egging this shit on. Somebody's egging this shit on. Hold on, you gonna see like an invisible, you see this invisible body right there in front of the yellow. That yellow give it up because that's a chroma key color. That yellow and that green. And then this bright yellow up here is different. That's like a green yellow. That's why the chroma key is acting this way on that particular color or cloth or whatever somebody got going. See these invisible people walking? Come on, man. They would have been hardcore black dots. You wouldn't be able to tell if they black, white, Asian, or blue if this wasn't chroma key editing, bro. All this shit is edited. Like, come on, man. This shit worse than the first Sims. Man, I'm not convinced. I see some stick going on, bro. Yeah. Yeah, no. No. No, I ain't no fool. And let's go to the police body camera footage. How about they got police body camera footage with timestamps in it that say, they goddamn say, and they started screenshotting. It had timestamps from the police body camera footage that say like, fucking 2012 or something like that. And then when they caught that, they started deleting it. But now y'all went to court. And y'all, you mean to tell me all them educated white people, them, you know, more smarter than black people, educated, got their degrees, got shit going on for themselves, and they better than us, and we the problem in America. You mean to tell me they couldn't see this shit was off, bro?
Stop right there for me.
Okay, hold on. Let me see that timestamp. Look at that timestamp. Look at the timestamp. Y'all see that timestamp? That timestamp it's faded a little bit back there, but that timestamp say like 2/6/2016 or so. So you see where the volume button is right here. Look right there, and you will see a February the 6th, 2016 timestamp on a police body camera footage that they say came from April the 2nd, 2025. I mean, you know how you like your fucking time clocks in your houses and shit be off, and you don't change your watch, and you wear it out in public, and somebody asks you what time is it, you embarrassed because you ain't changed that bitch since daylight savings. Police body camera footage don't work like that with no technology these days. Ain't no police body camera footage stuck on this unless, of course, there's some editing going on. Like, this is not even authentic footage to be used in court. Objection. This incident happened on April the 2nd, 2025. Why does this body camera footage say this day? You got to go and testify and prove that. I would have threw this body camera out of court. And this is the body camera footage that they use to pad the record where he said, I did it, or I did that, or whatever. And they used that shit against him. So I would have threw this out the court, because you can't come up here and tell me, I don't give a fuck who in this bitch, why that timestamp is off. You got to dispute that. This is about evidence and credibility. This is the same issue I had in the case that Mr. Child got found not guilty for unaliving Cyrus. They had a nigga that worked with the police 21 years to come up and say that he showed a picture of Cyrus with a blicking that, by the way, had a black ring around it, and said he got that from Cyrus's Instagram the day before. And I'm like, no, you're going to have to prove that, because I don't see no metadata from Instagram. All I know, you could have edited that picture. That boy ain't here to take up for himself or mention anything. And what made me know that was wrong in that case is when they asked Andy Child about the color of the blicky. And he said it was a silver tip. And the DA, a nigga, asked him 4 times, are you sure it was silver? Because he wanted to show him that black tip of the blicky. And can't nothing be done in that situation because the prosecutor office botched that case. And the DA, this is ineffective counsel right here. This is a win. This is to go back. Like, don't y'all know this video right here is grounds enough to go back to trial, to have them to testify and get the proper authentication of this piece of evidence. So again, look at this date.
Don't reach for anything, all right, man? Stop right there for me.
Look at that. Look at that date.
Dispatch 443.
2/10/2016. Come on, man.
And they're currently treating the victim. Again, he's on the north end of the stadium. All right. Any weapons on you like that? Go ahead. Oh, look here.
Copy, I'll be in route.
Help me, y'all back up a little bit. Come over here for me. Go over here.
447, clear.
I'm gonna put your handcuffs for now, okay, bud? Dispatch 443. Everybody can slow down. I got the alleged suspect in handcuffs right now detained.
Everyone else can slow down. Suspect detained in handcuffs.
Hold on. and open up the channel, and medics are clear to come in. Have them come to the northeast entrance. That's gonna be a gate that's wide open there, and then you come to the victim from there. This is the alleged suspect. Okay. What they got? So nothing on your person at all? Nothing? Mind if I reach in your pockets and stuff?
So I'm saying, I'm not alleged, I did it. Even that nigga just shut the fuck up. Cause they took his words and twisted it and used it against him. See there, Austin is dead. And he told the police, I'm not alleged, I did it.
And all that. Stabbing? Oh, man. A little personal there, okay? Just to make sure. Okay. All right. The victim's going to be underneath that tent over there, so I'll get medic. Memorial tent over there, guys. All right. He put his hands on me. I told him not to. He put his hands on me.
A nigga crying like that, oh yeah. You don't know how to fight, bro. Ooh, and don't let them niggas in prison hear you crying like that, boy. You gonna come out that bitch like RuPaul.
Victim, over here on the north end. They got staff standing to him right now. This is the alleged suspect. Already? No. We searched them. Got nothing.
I don't know what happened.
443. Check the legal CPR process for a little bit.
Breathing.
You're not coughing.
Up to you. It's up to you.
That's fine. This is closer.
Okay. Let me do one more little check of you, okay? You don't mind for reaching your pockets, anything like that? You good?
I'm wearing some little under. No, ma'am, I don't think so.
What's your name, man?
Karmelo Anthony, Karmelo.
You shook out.
Breathing.
Crazy, bro.
Have a seat here real quick, man. Watch your head. Let me check your hood here, buddy, okay? Well, I'll tell you what, lean this way so you're not resting on your hands, okay? All right, see a little bit of blood on your hands there, okay? All right.
402, I'm on scene.
So your first name is Karmelo?
Breathing.
Let's see, hold on one second. I don't know yet, man. Karmelo, C-A-R-A.
K-A-R.
K-A-R.
M-E-L-O.
M-E-L-O, Karmelo. What's your last name? A-N-T-H. O-N-Y. What grade are you in?
I'm in 12th grade.
10th grade? You go to Emerson?
No, sir.
Where do you go? Centennial. Okay.
10.
I'm in 12th grade.
12th grade? Okay, North Centennial. All right, sit tight for me real quick, bud, all right? Let me run this guy real quick. I haven't talked.
Yo, man. The way I heard him cry, nah, he ain't about that. He ain't built like that, bro. And you got these big ass, corn-fed ass white boys, and everybody know, nigga, black parents be quick to tell you, boy. Somebody bigger than you trying to beat up on you, man, pick up something and knock their ass out. Shit, I can't count how many times I heard that growing up. And all these invisible people, bro. Everybody zooming in and everybody focused on this and this, but they not they're not paying attention to the invisible shit. Even the whole thing with the knife, right? Even the whole thing with the knife. They say this knife was used. Well, I got questions. Cause see, y'all trying to flip a narrative on social media and it's not working in your favor because people ain't fucking dumb. So when I see messages, and shout out to Jessica Bush for sending me this a couple of days ago. When I see messages from a Cynthia Carpenter tagging someone and saying that's what Fox 4 reported as when ambulance was leaving the track field. The two boys and Hunter said that Karmelo picked up the tool they used to put the tents up with after his brother Austin punched him in the face. Fox 4 hurried up and took that local live breaking news story down, and we Dallas folks have not seen that video no more. That's why the two boys said, and Hunter was crying and said, I stand by my brother even if he was wrong. They can't take that away from us Dallas residents. We haven't forgotten. And shout out to the Dallas residents who haven't forgotten. They try to discredit every single person who went to Frisco ISD and seen the video. How can you release a 15-minute video where the first 10 seconds is clear and then now everything else is punched in and is blurry again and want us to believe that? And I done seen that y'all done gave this video to Kanika Jenkins treatment. And speaking of that, I just honestly, at this point in time, especially with people like me pointing out the truth and getting the truth out there, he's in the cage. He's in the cage with these white savages, these white motherfucking animals.
Have you took a good look at a monkey? A monkey got thin lips. Take a good look at a monkey. A monkey got light eyes. Take a good look at a monkey. A monkey got straight hair. Take a good look at a monkey. I thought I saw a monkey on a skateboard the other day. I saw Planet of the Apes. I ain't seen none of us in it. I saw just white folks in Planet of the Apes.
And when I say he in there with them, I know the majority prison population is black. I'm talking about the people who run it. They even put out a report that they wanted Karmelo to go from Texas to Alabama, to Huntsville, Alabama. Like, these are two different places. Why you gotta go to Huntsville for processing and find out the Metcalf dude wanted a piece of him, the warden over there? It's these Proud Boys that Karmelo's gonna have to worry about. And the more this information come out and the more we see what they're doing, how they're manipulating footage, how we calling them out. Look at all these invisible people. All these invisible people. That has nothing to do, like, come on. Get out of here. These people are invisible. If it was pixelated and only pixelation, these invisible people would be black smudges, dots, just like everybody else underneath that tent. And to me, I'm starting to think that this shit is shaded on purpose. And one more time, is somebody out here on the field? See that right there? Somebody out here on the field. And I think that's that person in yellow with some white shoes on. Or I don't know what that is, but I do know there's an invisible person right there walking. Up there on the on the bottom row of the bleachers, going past. There's somebody out here, right here. But you gonna pay attention to this yellow, the yellow color. Just keep paying attention to that. Every time that disappear, you know that there's a chroma key added and people are being manipulated. Whole bodies are being erased. Look, y'all see that person right there? Like the Kanika Jenkins foot. Y'all see that person is invisible. You can't even make them out. Has nothing to do with, it's pixelation and you literally erasing whole bodies and whole people. Why are you hiding the person that was here? Was that a coach that was nowhere near, that didn't, like, who was that? Yeah, they needed the Department of Justice and the FBI need to investigate this. Look at this person right here, invisible. This one right here, you see that one? And then there's somebody on the field, invisible. A group of people right here on the field are invisible. Invisible. Like they look like Casper, bitch. All over the place. There's somebody walking with an umbrella right here. The bottom half of their body is invisible. And they don't want to be made out, but that whole groups of people are invisible. This has nothing to do with if this stadium has cameras like it's back in the fucking 60s. It's 2026. They did not present the actual footage from the camera that has the best bird eye view of this tent. They presented something the furthest away, all the way on the other side, and started cutting into it and editing human beings, editing timestamps. Let me go a little bit forward real quick. Is this okay? I see that's Karmelo coming right there with his backpack. Is that him? Or is he already sitting back there? You see, okay, you see these people walking past, it's all cool, but wait till that fucking yellow spot come. Whatever that yellow shit is. I think it's like a part of Memorial's banners, a part of their uniform. The school color is yellow. But this is a different type of yellow. Hell, we can't see. That's the thing, we can't see this. And the best, okay, there's the yellow. We can't see this, and the best justification is we see invisible people. It's what we can see that's the problem, honestly. It's the manipulation. Right. Somebody invisible walking past, getting up there on the bleachers, right next to the yellow. See how that shape of the yellow is manipulated? Then a human pass it, and their body too gets more manipulated. Their head's gone when they walk past that because that color's on the chroma key scale. A green, lime green, off yellow. That's not the same yellow as this bright yellow on top of the tent. That's why I keep focused on that color. This person jumped down off of the benches in front of the person with the yellow. Somebody with a white shirt come up, and all these other people are invisible. Somebody in the yellow and somebody in the white is in front, and there's like 2 or 3 people right here, right next to the person in white. And you can see their legs, but not their body. Look, you can see the legs right there. This is a whole human being in the white. And there's somebody walking behind that person in the white. There's somebody else right here. They just walking past. This person coming out of the tent. That's Eddie right there. He recording the shit. Hold on, no. Yeah, 1 second. That's Eddie right there. Okay, this is Eddie. You see Eddie is right here recording this. When Eddie got up, that was Eddie recording it. All right, let's go see. Antagonizing the whole fucking thing, bro. All right, hold on. Is that Eddie right there? Okay, see Eddie's coming out with the backpack. You see how he's backing up like he's recording, and he's pointing towards this angle, and there's Karmelo right there. Now he coming out, and look at Eddie. Eddie is running over here with his puss ass. And now he's trying to run after him. They got it. They recorded it. You trying to record a fight and put it on Snapchat. Yeah, man, it's too many questions, man. Too many things happening, man. Too many people right there. They all talking shit to him right there. The dude in the white, he facing Karmelo them. He see what's going on. They all talking shit. And Eddie then came out with the backpack. He's hopping down because he's at an angle with his phone pointed towards it. That's why he's looking this way. And then now he ran over here because he's scared of Karmelo. And now he want to run after air, Come on, man. Anyways, man, y'all like the video, subscribe to the channel, man. I got a party to go to. The revolution will not be televised. The revolution will not be televised.
What is in your life's blueprint?